Hello, after a long hiatus of going live. It has not been intentional, but we've definitely been having a lot of fun stuff happening around the Gonzalez household, including we went to Cabo San Lucas and got a little break there. And I was very impressed actually with how Mexico is handling the pandemic. So that was one thing. The other thing that we had going on is we moved our middle child to Orange County, California. So we have been all over the place. Business is going really well. And it brought me to this topic that I felt was important to chat with you guys about, and that is change. So some of it is good change, and some of it can be negative change. And it all becomes good or negative based on the way that we handle it. So I have experienced a boom in my business, which is amazing. And I'm learning and wanting to make sure that each of my clients gets the same level of care that I would normally give them if I had less clients. And so I'm working really hard at making sure that that's the experience. So what I want to go over with you guys is just what can you do if you're experiencing a boom in your business, a fast scale, or if you're slow in your business and you were doing really well and now you're like, what's happening? I don't know what's going on with my clientele. Or if you're experiencing change in your personal life and it's affecting your business life, maybe you've experienced a tragedy or you're ill, or an injury, whatever it might be. This is an opportunity for you to do something amazing in spite of and because of this change that's taken place. The obvious change for most of us is the pandemic as well. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of break that down. So the first thing I wanted to say is that change is the birthplace of innovation. If you have to innovate, you will innovate. If you don't have to innovate, you might, if you're really ambitious, but you might not. So look at it that way. Just say, okay, these are the parts and pieces that I have. This is what's on my plate. What can I do with it? How do these puzzle pieces come together? How can I make something that's new and better and fantastic and will weather the storm? And so just look at it and say, okay, this sucks. I'm not happy with the fact that there's a change, or I'm happy, but I'm overwhelmed. How can I do this better than I've done it before? And so keep in mind that change is the birthplace of innovation. And innovation is really what keeps us relevant and keeps us moving forward so that we can continue to be successful in business. Next is I want you to honor the emotion of change, but leave room for excitement. So I'm not going to lie, I bawled my eyes out leaving my child in California. First of all, it is unruly to drive all the way down. It was about a 22 to 24 hour drive. And then 3 or 4 days later, drive back. So I was just very tired, but also just very emotional about the fact that she doesn't live here anymore. And just that she's so far away. But the reality is that I'm really excited for her. She has a beautiful home. She's living with her wonderful boyfriend. She's excited about the opportunities that California has for her, and things are really good. And what more could you ask as a parent than to have a child who's independent, happy, and doing what they love? And so that change is good. And even though I'm feeling fear, even though I'm feeling sadness, I'm leaving room for the excitement that I have for her. Same thing goes for business. If you are feeling something let's say you have an illness and your business is suffering, let yourself feel what you feel about that illness. Let yourself feel the challenges that you're experiencing, but also think about how you could reframe things so that you can use this challenge to your benefit as you proceed forward. How can you be more efficient at what you do so that you can have more healing time, so that you can have more personal time and still keep things going? And or how can you just quit for a while and then come back when you're refreshed? If that's an option for you. So again, if you can feel the feelings, well, across the board, feel the feelings because they're going to come out no matter what. But if you can reframe them to excitement, try to do that, or at least hopefulness, like just some gratitude and hope, and knowing that things may not look the same way that they did before, but they will look different, new, and better if you do it right. So feel your feelings about change and leave room for excitement. And lastly, change really provides practice in being flexible. So my schedule is freaking bananas right now. And I met with my business coach today and we talked a lot about how we can move things around. And so it's more sustainable for me, so that it's more efficient for my clients and for my prospective clients. What can I do in my schedule? Maybe not right now, but moving forward so that it's more sustainable. And I probably wouldn't think about that if I wasn't pushed by this explosion of business, which is fantastic. Please, universe, more. So yeah, it gives you an opportunity to practice that flexibility. It gives you that opportunity to pivot and move through your daily activities in a different way. And you wouldn't necessarily have that mindset if you weren't going through this change. So work through the fear. You're going to have fear. It comes up. This is something outside of your comfort zone. This is something new, and work through the fear. Don't ignore it, but work through it. Because what happens is good things happen on the other side, and you'll recognize the fear, but you'll also associate it with the good results on the other side. So it won't feel as scary the next time it happens, which PS is going to happen. As entrepreneurs, we are constantly going through change. We are constantly reinventing ourselves. And don't fool yourself into thinking that the service offerings that you offer right now in September of 2021 will be the same service offerings that you offer in a year or 2 years from now. You're going to evolve and change and respond to the market's needs. So don't be so rigid in the way that you structure your business and your life that you can't be flexible with that change. But that requires a little bit of awareness and a little bit of willingness to feel the fear and move through it, not ignoring it, honor it, move through it, and see the good result on the other side so that you can have an anchor when it happens again. So you're like, okay, I'm afraid because I'm experiencing this change. It's okay that I'm afraid. I know that it will be okay and it will look different than what I'm expecting, but I'll be able to handle it because I've proven to myself that I can handle this level of change. So it's just a quick little tidbit today, guys, but I wanted to hop on and say, first of all, I'm still alive. Just been crazy busy with personal life and with business. And I'm so grateful for those of you who have been referring clients to us. Thank you so much. Your referral is not taken lightly. I really, really appreciate you. And I promise to give your loved ones and colleagues the very best of what I have to offer and my team has to offer. And if, basically, if you have any questions, any needs in the realm of VA matchmaking or client re-engagement consulting or client experience mapping, that's my wheelhouse. So let me know because all of that involves change. With a VA coming on board, you are at capacity max and you need to change. But that can sometimes be scary too, bringing somebody in. So, I work with people on that level of working through those fears and helping them find the solutions to their issues when it comes to capacity, clarity, and connection. So just give it some thought. lots of changes happening over here, all of them good. But some really cool, innovative stuff is happening because of those changes. So I'd be curious to hear what's changing for you. You don't have to share anything super personal, but like what's something cool that's changing or what's something that's challenging you right now. So please do comment. I do read every comment and I respond. And let me know what's going on in your life, what's changing for you. And thank you guys. I hope you're well and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.